What's up, everyone? Welcome to Natural English Practice. I'm Laura,
And I'm Alex.
and today's episode is a little different. We're going to teach you 50 essential phrases for everyday English.
Yeah, these are phrases that native speakers use all the time in normal conversations.
Exactly. And the best part is, these phrases are simple but super useful. Once you learn them, you'll sound more natural and confident when you speak English.
So, why is it important to learn phrases instead of just individual words?
Great question. When you learn phrases, you learn how words work together naturally. Native speakers don't think about grammar rules when they talk, they just use phrases they've heard before.
Right. So, if you memorize these phrases, you'll be able to communicate more easily without having to build every sentence from scratch.
Exactly. And these 50 phrases cover a lot of common situations: greeting people, making plans, asking for help, expressing opinions, and more.
So, how should you practice these phrases?
Good question. First, listen to each phrase and repeat it out loud. Don't just listen, actually say it. That helps your mouth get used to the sounds.
And try to use them in real conversations. Even if you're just practicing with yourself or a friend, using the phrases will help you remember them.
You can also write them down in a notebook and review them every day. Repetition is key.
All right, are you ready?
Let's do it.
Okay, so let's start with greetings. When you see a friend or coworker, you probably want to say more than just hello, right?
Right. So, a really common casual greeting is, "How's it going?" You can use this with friends, coworkers, people you know. It's friendly and relaxed.
Yeah, and it's basically the same as asking, how are you? But it sounds more natural in everyday conversation. How's it going?
Another one that's super common is, "What's up?" This is very casual, so you'd use it with friends or people your age. What's up?
Exactly. You wouldn't say what's up to your boss or in a formal situation, but with friends, it's perfect.
Now, when you meet someone for the first time, you want to say, "Nice to meet you." This is polite and appropriate in any situation, formal or casual.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, that's a classic. Everyone should know that one.
And here's a fun one. If you see someone you haven't seen in a long time, you can say, "Long time no see." It's enthusiastic and friendly.
Long time no see. I love that phrase. It's grammatically weird, but everyone uses it.
That's true. And if you want to ask how someone has been doing recently, you can say, "How have you been?" It's a little more specific than just asking, "How are you?"
How have you been? Yeah, that's good for when you're reconnecting with someone.
Okay, so now let's talk about making plans with people. If you want to know what someone is doing, you can ask, "What are you up to?"
What are you up to? This is really useful because it works for right now or for general plans. Like, what are you up to tonight?
Exactly. And if you want to spend time with someone, you can say, "Let's hang out." This is casual and friendly.
Let's hang out. Yeah, hang out just means spending time together, not doing anything specific, maybe just talking, watching TV, whatever.
Right. And before you make plans, you probably want to know if the person is available. So you ask, "Are you free?"
Are you free? Super simple. Are you free this weekend? Are you free tomorrow?
And if someone asks but you can't, you can say, "I'm busy right now." It's direct but polite.
I'm busy right now. Or if you want to suggest another time, you can say, maybe another time.
Maybe another time. That's a nice, polite way to decline without being rude.
Okay, now let's talk about everyday situations. If you're going to be late for something, you need to let people know, right?
Yes, so you can say, "I'm running late." This means you're not going to arrive on time.
I'm running late. People say this all the time, especially when they're texting. Sorry, I'm running late.
And if you need to leave a conversation or a room for just a minute, you can say, "I'll be right back."
I'll be right back. That tells people you're coming back soon, so they shouldn't worry.
Now, when you're at a restaurant or a coffee shop and you want to order something, the easiest way is to say, "Can I get," and then what you want.
Can I get a coffee? Can I get the chicken sandwich? It's simple and polite.
Exactly. And if you're shopping and looking for something specific, you can say, "I'm looking for," and then describe what you need.
I'm looking for a blue shirt. I'm looking for the electronics section. Yeah, that's really helpful in stores.
And of course, you need to know how to ask about prices. Just say, "How much is this?"
How much is this? You can point at something and ask that. Everyone needs to know that one.
Definitely. Okay, now let's talk about expressing opinions and agreeing with people. If someone asks you a question and you think the answer is yes, you can say, "I think so."
I think so. It's less certain than just saying yes, but it shows you probably agree.
Right. And the opposite is, "I don't think so." That's a polite way to disagree or say no.
I don't think so. Yeah, it's softer than just saying no.
And when someone explains something to you and you understand it, you can say, "That makes sense."
That makes sense. I use this one all the time. It shows you followed their logic.
And if you don't know something or haven't decided yet, just say, "I'm not sure."
I'm not sure. It's honest and simple. I'm not sure what I want to eat. I'm not sure if I can come.
And when someone suggests an idea and you like it, you can say, "That sounds good."
That sounds good. Like, let's meet at 7. That sounds good.
Perfect. Now let's talk about feelings and physical states. If you don't have energy, you say, "I'm tired."
I'm tired. Simple, and everyone can relate to that one.
And when you want to eat, you say, "I'm hungry."
I'm hungry. And the opposite, when you've eaten enough, is I'm full.
"I'm full." Like after a big meal, you can say, "I can't eat anymore. I'm full."
Right. And if you're in a good mood, you can say, I'm feeling good.
"I'm feeling good." It's positive and friendly.
And if you're sick or not feeling well, you can say, I'm not feeling well.
"I'm not feeling well." That's more polite than saying, "I feel bad" or "I'm sick."
Exactly. Okay, now let's talk about asking for help. The most direct way is just, can you help me?
"Can you help me?" It's straightforward and people will understand you need assistance.
And if you didn't hear or understand what someone said, you can ask, could you repeat that?
Could you repeat that? This is really important for language learners. Don't be afraid to ask people to repeat themselves.
Absolutely. And if you don't understand what someone means, you can say, what do you mean?
What do you mean? Like if someone says something confusing, that's a natural way to ask for clarification.
Right. And if you want to know how to say a word in English, you can ask, how do you say, and then try to explain the word.
How do you say, like, how do you say this in English? Really useful phrase.
And when you need directions or want to find something, you ask, where is, and then the place you're looking for.
Where's the bathroom? Where's the train station? Super essential.
And if you need to get someone's attention or apologize for a small thing, you say, excuse me.
Excuse me, like if you need to walk past someone or if you want to ask a stranger a question.
And for small apologies, you can say, sorry about that.
Sorry about that. It's casual and friendly, like if you bump into someone or make a small mistake.
Okay, now let's talk about keeping conversations going. If someone tells you something surprising, you can just say, really?
Really? It shows you're interested and want to hear more.
And if someone shares something new with you, you can respond with, that's interesting.
That's interesting. It's a polite way to show you're engaged in the conversation.
And if you want them to continue talking, you can say, tell me more.
Tell me more. I love that one. It encourages people to keep sharing.
Yeah, and when you understand what someone is saying, you can just say, I see.
I see. It's like saying, "I understand," but shorter and more natural.
Or you can say, got it. That's even more casual.
Got it. Very common in casual conversations. Got it, thanks.
And if someone tells you something really surprising, you can say, no way.
No way! That's enthusiastic and shows you're shocked or excited.
Exactly. Okay, now some phrases for talking about things you need to do. If something is necessary, you say, I need to, and then the action.
I need to go to work. I need to call my mom. Yeah, you'll use this constantly.
And for talking about future plans, you say, I'm going to, and then what you plan to do.
I'm going to study tonight. I'm going to visit my friend. It's the most common way to talk about the future.
Right. And similar to I need to, you can say, I have to when something is required.
I have to wake up early. I have to finish this project. They're basically the same.
And if you want to be polite about what you want, you say, I'd like to, instead of just I want.
I'd like to order. I'd like to make a reservation. It sounds more polite and formal.
And when you want to ask permission for something, you say, can I, and then the action.
Can I sit here? Can I borrow your pen? Really useful in all kinds of situations.
All right, let's finish with some general useful expressions. If someone thanks you and you want to say it's okay, you can say, no problem.
No problem. It's casual and friendly. You can also say you're welcome, which is more traditional.
You're welcome. That's the classic response to thank you.
And if someone asks you to make a decision but you don't have a preference, you can say, it's up to you.
It's up to you. Like if someone asks, where should we eat? And you don't care, you can say, it's up to you.
Exactly. And if something isn't important anymore or you want to drop a subject, you say, never mind.
Never mind. Like if you start to ask something but then figure it out yourself, you can say, never mind.
Right. And if someone is rushing or feeling pressured, you can tell them, take your time.
Take your time. It's reassuring and polite. It tells them they don't need to hurry.
And when someone is about to do something challenging, you can wish them well by saying good luck.
Good luck. Everyone loves hearing that before a test or interview or big event.
And finally, when you're saying goodbye to someone, a casual and friendly way is see you later.
See you later. You don't have to actually see them later. It's just a friendly way to end a conversation.
Wow, we covered a lot. 50 phrases in one episode.
Yeah, that was intense, but super useful. Now, we know that's a lot to remember, so here's what we recommend.
Don't try to memorize all 50 at once. Pick 5 or 10 phrases that seem most useful to you right now.
Practice those 5 or 10 every day for a week. Say them out loud, write them down, try to use them in sentences.
Once you feel comfortable with those, add 5 or 10 more. Keep building slowly.
And remember, context is important. Some of these phrases are very casual, like, what's up? You wouldn't use that in a formal job interview.
Right, but for everyday conversations with friends, coworkers, or people you meet, these phrases are perfect.
Also, pay attention to how native speakers use these phrases. When you watch TV shows or movies in English, listen for these expressions.
Exactly. You'll start hearing them everywhere once you know what to listen for.
And don't be afraid to make mistakes. Using a phrase incorrectly is part of learning.
Absolutely. The more you practice, the more natural these phrases will become.
One more tip. Find a language partner or tutor to practice with. Using these phrases in real conversation is the best way to learn them.
Yes, or even practice in front of a mirror. It might feel silly, but it really helps.
And you can always come back to this episode and listen again. Repetition is your friend.
We really hope this episode helps you feel more confident speaking English.
Remember, every native speaker started as a beginner too. You're doing great just by listening and practicing.
All right, everyone, that's it for today's special episode on 50 essential phrases.
We hope you found this helpful. Make sure to practice these phrases every day.
And if you want to hear these phrases used in natural conversation, go back and listen to our other episodes. You'll hear us using many of them.
That's a great point. Our regular episodes are full of these everyday expressions.
Thanks so much for listening to Natural English Practice. Don't forget to subscribe.
Keep practicing, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.